Kia ora. Let's explore this hydrolysis simulation. And what you need to do is choose a cation and an anion to make a salt. And in this case, the sodium and the chloride make sodium chloride salt. Notice the pH is 7. And that's because the sodium ion comes from the strong base sodium hydroxide, and the chloride ion comes from the strong acid hydrochloric acid. Remember, an acid plus a base makes salt and water and perhaps some other products. So this salt comes from a strong base and a strong acid. So neither of these ions undergo hydrolysis with water. So neither will form more OH minus ions or hydronium H3O plus ions. Now, if I take the sodium ion and I make a salt with fluoride, so it's sodium fluoride, notice we have now a basic pH, which means that one of those ions reacted with the water to form hydroxide ions to make the solution more basic. So think which ion did that, and can you write the hydrolysis equation for it? Let's try sodium ions with cyanide ions to make the sodium cyanide salt. It's now quite a basic pH, so there was a lot more of a reaction with water to make more hydroxide ions. Can you choose which of these ions, the cyanide or the sodium, reacted with water, and can you write that hydrolysis equation? Similarly, for sodium ions and the nitrite ion, it's again basic, not that basic, but it's still basic enough so we have some more OH minus ions compared to the hydronium to give a pH above 7. And so can you write that hydrolysis equation? Similarly, sodium with the hypochlorite, it's fairly basic. So a fair amount of hydroxide ions were produced to make it basic. Can you write that hydrolysis equation? Now let's choose the chloride as our anion and go through the different cations. We've already done sodium chloride to make a neutral pH. So what about chloride and ammonium ion to form the ammonium chloride salt? Notice it is acidic. It has a pH of less than 7, which means we must have produced some hydronium ions. So which of these ions reacted with water to form hydronium ions? Can you write the hydrolysis equation? Then finally, the chloride ion with the pyridinium ion to form pyridinium chloride. That is quite acidic, of a pH of around about 3.6 or so. Which of these ions reacted with water? Can you write the hydrolysis equation? You can also explore what happens if I change my pH, I change my concentration, and how does it affect the pH when I change my concentration. So have fun exploring. Kia ora.